I'm having trouble. You know what? I need another. Well, surely I've got. Let's see. These things ain't worth a flip. These are them little cuttings I got off of the pepper plants, and this thing is wanting to bow up. And these cuttings, I think I already said that. Off of the jalapeno pepper plant and that tomato plant. Yeah, that's sitting more like it's supposed to sit. Now I dip these in aloe. You know what I'm thinking? Of course, I can't do it right now. But I'm thinking that I can could go to Lowe's, to the nursery, and buy a plant. You know, a good one that's already going up strong. Well, nah, I don't need to do that. This'll work. I lost some seeds a while back. I can't figure out what. I can't figure out what happened to them. I bet they somehow or another they got thrown in the trash by accident. I mean, they just totally disappeared. I had several different kinds of seeds for tomato plants. I lost them. Don't know where, but I think these will root. If they do, I'll have some more pepper. Them jalapenos, boy, they're kicking butt, I reckon. I'm gonna try to thin this thing out. And at some point, well, that one's all right. I'm gonna thin this thing. Am I recording? Yeah, I'm not recording. I can't remember the name of these things. I can't remember the name of these things, but they're once they get started, they are very, very invasive. Look at that. Um, see that thing is. I want you to look at that, man. They're just. Now, you can put these in your house. My sister-in-law, she used to have these things. They were going all around her dining room, her kitchen. And, boy, did she have them. She had to thin them things out. They were beautiful. They were surely beautiful, you know. All right, that one. I'm gonna throw that down there. The trouble with these don't get any taller. Now you can let this continue to grow and it will grow another stalk, I think. I'm not sure. But that's why I want to get off that screwdriver. Anyhow. Oh, wait a minute. That's got two stalks on it. That's got one there and one there. But this one here has a huge one growing right here, and that'll keep getting bigger and it'll start looking like this. So maybe I ought to just leave them alone. I'm going to like put this in a little gallon pot, you know, like them up there, and let that get started. Same thing here. Alright, I'm going to try to start planting some of these. It's going to be this will go into the, this will go into tomorrow. I ain't going to get them all done today, but now I'm going to, these are really easy to do. You just have to really take care of them at first. Alright. I'm thinking I'm gonna cut this one. I'm gonna cut that like so. And I'm gonna do them like that. I got to remember what the name of them things are. Alright, this one, that's going to be one plant. That's going to be another plant. And this is going to be another one. I may be putting two to a pot. What have I done with my... Oh, folks, I may have a story for you. I seen something about you don't see corporal punishment in the schools anymore. And boys, especially when I was in the 5th and 6th grade and maybe even the 7th grade, I about got a paddling. I don't think a day went by that I didn't get a paddling. Especially when I was in Miss Friedland's class. I kind of got in trouble there. I mean, boy, she liked to paddle my butt, I'm telling you. I think she did. I think she wanted to say a lot of times, I think she just wanted to hit me over the head with that thing. Look. I like Miss Franklin too. I started, back then you could carry a pocket knife to school. I didn't know any boys that didn't have a pocket knife. And I had a pocket knife. And I started, every time she would give me a paddling, I'd go back to my desk and I'd cut a notch in the edge of my desk. And over the course of that year, I had notches. I counted them one time and I forget how many it was, but it was over 100. It was over 100. And I had notches cut. Every time she gave me a paddling, I cut a notch in my desk. And they didn't hurt. They didn't hurt. But now, sometimes she would decide she was going to smack my hand with a ruler and I had to hold my hand out. Now them stung. And sometimes she'd be coming down on that and I'd go and she'd get my knuckles. That hurt. But I got a notch. Matter of fact, every time she did my hand, I'd put 2 notches in my desk. Right there together. But all them notches in my desk, one day, the janitor said something that brought her attention to all them notches in my desk. And dadgone, I got in trouble over that. She didn't send a note home about that desk, because she knowed I would take and sign that note. She figured out I was signing notes and stuff that my mom or my stepdad was making, and I actually mastered my stepdad's I actually mastered his signature, and he had a humongous signature. And she sent the truant officer to the house. And them truant officers didn't like that because they had to go after school hours to my house and personally present it to one of my parents. And my mama had to go to work around 3 o'clock. She worked second shift. And my stepdad didn't get home till after 5. And at that time, my stepdad didn't have a car. And the truant officers didn't come over till after 5, waiting on my stepdad. And what they was doing, they was claiming I destroyed the desk. Well, it didn't hurt the desk, it just had notches on it. And they had to buy that desk. Or supposedly they had to buy. I don't know if they ever paid for it or not. But but and that desk was like $30 or $40, you know, and that was a pretty good chunk of change back in them days. Oh, yeah. They had to buy that desk. I got in trouble over that, or they tried to get me in trouble. They I had over 100 notches in that thing. And it was just little infractions, you know. It was something. One time that girl stabbed me in my wrist there, and I still got that little black spot right there on my wrist where she stabbed me with a pencil, and it left a little black dot there, and it's been there it's still there. You just barely see it. But that was Helen Westbury. And dadgone, I popped Helen's bra strap. You know, it was very noticeable when she started wearing a bra, you know. I mean, you know, one day she didn't have no boobs, and then the next day she come to school with this. You could tell she had a bra on, and I don't know if that was boobs or she had toilet paper or something stuffed in her. I don't know, but I started popping that bra strap. She sat in front of me, and and I liked her. I spent a lot of money on that. That girl come down to the drugstore where I worked. I only made $20 a week. And she'd come down there, and she knows she come down there swishing around, you know, and looking all, I guess she was trying to look, I don't know, but she knowed she could talk me out of a chocolate root beer or a milkshake or a banana split sometimes if she got lucky. Oh, I like that girl. And boy, she finally got tired of me popping that bra strap. And she turned around, boy, and popped me with that pencil in the top of my wrist. I seen her stabbing at me, and I went like that. And next thing I know, she stabbed me, and I mean, it was up under the skin. She stabbed me. And this day and time, if you stab somebody with something like that, you're getting a heap of trouble, even though it wasn't her fault. But she sure got me good that day. I didn't pop her bra strap no more. That's for dang sure. That girl meant business. Yes, she did. Matter of fact, she had a sister I was kind of partial to too. Her name was Mary Westbury and Helen Westbury. Boy, I sure like them girls. Well, shoot, what have we got? That, and I could probably make a whole. I think I'm gonna do it this way. I think I'm gonna do it like that. Yeah, these things are easy to do. At some point, I'm gonna have people coming around and I'm gonna be selling plants and stuff, especially if I got them looking kind of pretty. But yeah, I had all them notches in my desk, and that day Helen stabbed me, I got a paddling that day, and she could teacher care less about her stabbing me in my wrist, but she thought that was just terrible that I was popping that bra strap. And at that time, I think she was the only girl. Holy crap, that's all one. I'm gonna have to make that into two. That's gonna make I think she was the only girl wearing a bra back then. Back in them days, girls didn't start having boobs or anything till they was right up around the 9th grade. So it was very unique for girls in the 6th and 7th grade to have boobs. And well, I take that back. There was this one girl. Of course, I think that was the 8th grade. She, gee whiz. She must, I don't know what her size was or anything, but boy, what do we used to say? She was stacked, or she was built like a, well, the outhouse used to be made out of wood. But we used to say she was built like a brick shit house. Now, brick shit house, that was special. Now, was her name Paula, or was it Paula Rice or Carol Rice? I can't remember, but man, she had the boys hanging around her all the time. Okay. Now, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I still got a bunch. I'm probably gonna end up with 20 of these things. And I won't get them all done today. But back to that desk, and what bothered me about it, they took my desk and gave me a brand new desk. And said if they seen the first notch on there, I was gonna be expelled. So I didn't put no more notches on the desk. Most of the time when she give me a paddle, and I had to go what they call the cloak room. That's where you hung your coats and all that stuff. Most of the time I'd have to go to the cloak room, and all the other kids, all they could see or hear was pop, pop. And I wasn't like some of them other kids. Some of them other kids, they get a paddle and you hear pop and they go, ow, ow. I never hollered ow. And I think that disappointed a lot of them. They wanted to hear me squall with pain. It didn't hurt. It didn't hurt. You know what? I'm gonna fast be running out of room. But some of them girls, they loved it when I got a paddling. And some of them girls, you know, when they'd say, well, he tried to kiss me or something like that, and them girls were just, they was eating that up. It was like they was glad I was trying to kiss them, made them feel like they was something special. They was glad. And especially that Loretta. Loretta's the one that told her daddy when he called us kissing, but Daddy, I liked it. Daddy, I liked it. And I think she kind of initiated that kiss. Some of them girls, they was kind of sly and tricky. How they acted like they didn't want you to kiss them, but they liked it. They liked it. I never will forget Loretta though when she said, but Daddy, I liked it. Yeah. I got news for her. I got news for her daddy. I liked it too. Yeah. Yes, I did. Yeah. I wonder whatever happened to Loretta. You know how sometimes you got kids, you know, that you call them a goody two-shoes or something? Loretta was like that, but she wanted to kind of hang out with the bad kids, or the bad boy. I don't know if I was considered a bad boy. I was considered, where's my pickup stick? See, you know what I'm gonna try? I'm gonna do a small cut, and I'm gonna just put a small clipping in there and see what happens. Just make a small, well, these are all art. This is a small one. Well, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut that right. I need to put that down there. I don't want to get my camera all dirty. I'm experimenting now. I'm gonna put one little cutting in there, and then I'm gonna put, I wonder, and I'm gonna put one cutting in there. Oh, come on. My big old finger don't want. Now sprinkle a little dirt. Yeah, these things are real easy to work on. And I'm gonna see. Let me kind of wet that one down a little bit. But yeah, you can start a bunch of little small ones like this. And my sister-in-law, boy, she used to have them. It sat over there in the dining room, and it climbed up the wall. It climbed up over the kitchen door and back down into the living room. My gosh, that thing was huge. I don't know whatever happened to that. Now look at that one. See, I can get 1, 2, 3, 4. I can get about 5 or 6 cuttings off of this. Looks like the dauber's been busy. Go. Little P.S. here. Tia's mom, M-U-M. Guess what the name of that song was? And it's Back in the Saddle again. And I guess tonight I'll be singing Back in the Saddle again. Yep. Tia's